Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I will make one prediction and one prediction only about the second date update today. The guy on the phone that wants to do a second date update owns a really bad leather jacket.
Really?
What?
That is my guess. Why do I say that? Because his email says that he met the girl that he wants us to call today at a dating mixer for one of those groups that puts together, come get drinks at a bar. Every time I've been to one of those or seen one of those, always a bunch of dudes wearing bad leather jackets.
Yeah.
Nick, do you own a bad leather jacket?
Yeah, I do.
Do you really?
Do you really?
I do, but I haven't worn it in a while, but yeah.
Sure.
That's awesome.
So your email says that you met the girl you want to call today at a dating mixer. Have you been a part of this group for a while, or is this a new thing for you?
It's a new thing to me. Like, I've been dating a girl for about 2 years. We broke up before the summer, so I haven't been single for a while. And the idea of a friend was like, do it. So I was like, okay.
And were you nervous going into it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Was it like a speed dating thing, or was it just hang out at a bar and try to hit on all the girls there thing?
Yeah, pretty much. It was like throwing a bunch of sharks and then little minnows.
Isn't that just like a normal Friday night, though?
Yeah, it's just different with those things because, like I said, the leather jackets.
Okay, I see.
So you saw your minnow. Her name is Christine, and you started talking to her. What did you like about Christine so much?
Well, we figured out that we're both like 80s kids. We were both born in '84. So we had that kind of shared mentality as far as all that nostalgia and those inside jokes.
You were both the year of the dragon, and it just drew you together.
Yeah. Yeah, like we both grew up on like Nickelodeon. We spent about 30 minutes just singing theme songs to 80s TV shows.
All right.
It was
So
hilarious.
you were like, I like Webster, and she was like, I liked Webster too, and then you guys bonded. That's
Yeah,
cool.
right, absolutely.
People in 85 just would not have done that.
Yeah. So what did you do? Did you guys just meet that night and now she's not calling you back, or did you actually go do a date? Because it just said in your email that you met her at this mixer and she hasn't called you. Did you guys go out?
Yeah, we went out once. My grandpa has an apple orchard out in Central Washington, so I took her out there.
Well, that's a huge date. That's a lot of time to spend together.
Well, we mixed it up. We took some. We talked a lot and connected, and I showed her like we have a lot of people there that work out there and just family in general. So
I feel like that's a really good date, Nick. Because it's kind of cool. It's different. You take her to an apple orchard. Girls like doing things like that, and pumpkin patches and farms. They dig that kind of thing. And then also, it makes her think maybe there's some family money involved because you can buy all that land. Multiple levels of a great idea there, Nick. I love it.
Not the first thing.
Jokes on her.
Not a lot of money. All right. So did she seem to like the apple orchard?
I thought so. I thought we really connected. I kind of explained to her I used to hang out there a lot when I was a kid, and just had a lot of memories there. And she seemed to get a lot of good feedback as far as the conversations that we were having, just the upbringing that we both had.
Did she seem to enjoy herself?
I think so. I felt like she did it. It ended really well, and I made her dinner and everything, and she really enjoyed it. And I took her home. The only thing that got me was like I dropped her off. It didn't give like a good night kiss or anything, but that's I'm a gentleman, so I didn't want to try to push it too hard. But we hugged, and then she said she would call me back. So I tried to reach out to her, text and whatnot. I feel like she's kind of dodging me.
Have you heard anything from her at all?
I'll text her. She won't answer the call, so I don't want to call too much. And so I'll text her and be like, hey, you want to go grab a bite to eat or something? And she'll be like, oh, I got an appointment. Or sometimes she won't even respond, but more often than not, she's always busy.
Seems like she's trying to avoid you.
That's what it feels like.
Is there anything that happened at all on your date or in your conversations that you could think of that might have turned her off?
I don't know, man. Like, I can't. Like, I literally have been thinking about it because she's just so cool, and I really want to.
Yeah.
If I did do something messed up, I want to try to redeem myself.
All right. Well, play a song. Come back. Get her on the phone and get your second date update. Okay.
Okay.
All right, man. Hang on.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Nick is on the phone with us. Today he wants us to call a girl named Christine that he met at a singles mixer. Their date included them going to an apple orchard, his family's apple orchard, and picking apples and, having a good time. He said everything was cool until she seemed a little standoffish at the end. Nick, I think I know what your problem is.
What's up?
Too much too soon, I think. You know what I mean? Like, you never want to show a chick your apples that early. You know, like you got to wait before you show her your apples. You know what I mean?
Is that like third date material?
I always wait till a third date before I let anybody see my apples. And even then, it's with a picture text, not actually in person. But what I mean by too much too soon, though, I think taking her like in a couple-hour drive to your family's orchard to pick apples with your family and stuff might be a little too much for a first date. So maybe she just thought you were too serious too quick, or you were going to get too serious. You know what I mean?
And I thought about that, but my I don't know, man. Like my family's it's just my grandpa and like my cousins and stuff.
And you told her that's what you guys were going to do. It wasn't a surprise that day, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
So she agreed to it. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out if something went wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Christine, please?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Christine, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
I'm good. Are you sure you have the right number?
I'm pretty sure I have the right number. Did you recently go out with a guy named Nick?
Yeah.
Then this is the Christine that I want to talk to.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm calling you because Nick emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask why you're not calling him back.
What?
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Nick said he liked you a lot. He enjoyed your date. He thought you guys clicked very well, but apparently he's been trying to get a hold of you and you're kind of avoiding him, and he wanted to see if he did something wrong.
So you want me to tell you about, like, my personal, like, what happened on a date?
I don't necessarily need you to get into your personal stuff if you're uncomfortable with that, but I would like to know if there's a particular reason that you're not calling Nick back.
I'm so confused about what's going on. I'm at work right now.
Okay.
It was a good date.
Sorry.
That's all I have to say.
So you had fun on the date.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, then are you planning on calling him back? Because he'd like to know.
I mean, probably not.
And why is that? I know you're at work, and I'll get you off the phone quickly here. I appreciate you staying on with us and being honest. But if he was such a great guy and you enjoyed the date, why don't you want to see him again?
It was just kind of a weird thing that happened on our date, and I don't know if I want to talk about it, and maybe we just go our separate ways and everything's happier and easier.
Do you think talking about it could at least help Nick in the future? You might not want to see him again, but with other girls that he goes out with?
Like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just maybe wouldn't take another girl to the apple orchard.
So that was really bad, like the whole experience at the apple orchard?
I mean, I just had a weird encounter with his grandfather.
You had a weird encounter with his grandfather?
Yes.
How so?
I mean, can we just tell him that and then he can on our merry way?
I don't know. I mean, is his grandpa just a weird dude? Do you think Nick would know that?
So Nick had to take a call, and maybe I'm reading it weird. I don't know. But then I was left alone with his grandfather, and he just said some kind of inappropriate things. I just felt uncomfortable.
His grandpa's a pervert. Am I reading into that? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I don't care how old the guy is, but if he's like, come with me and I'll show you my apple press, it's just...
Maybe he was literally talking about his apple press.
Yeah, do you know for sure that he was being an old perv? Or was he legitimately talking about an apple press and you took it the wrong way?
No, he said it and winked at me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, little lady. You know you're hanging out with my grandson, but let me show you how a real man presses apples.
And we're sure that he didn't have like something in his eye or anything like that.
No, because he put his hand on my leg and kind of like caressed my knee. And I wasn't reading into it because it just was super uncomfortable, and he didn't need to do that.
All right, I think as a person you can tell when somebody's starting to encroach on your personal space and they're getting a little too handsy, and I guess that's what he was doing. Christine, thank you for being honest. I will let Nick know that his grandpa is a pervert and not to take girls around him anymore. Or you can tell him yourself because Nick's actually on the phone.
What?
Christine? Hey, it's Nick.
Hey, I'm super sorry about what I just said. I just was put in a super uncomfortable situation, and I mean, I don't want to embarrass you, but it was just weird.
But how much are you reading into this? Like, first of all, why didn't you tell me? Like, why didn't you tell me when I dropped you off?
I'm going to be in the car and say, your grandpa hit on me.
But then we could have worked it out. I could have told you, because that's just Pop-Pop. That's what he does. I mean,
you would have worked it out, and you would have just said, oh, that's fine, that's what he does. And then if we go on another date and you leave me alone with again, I mean, it started with a leg thing, and I don't want it to go any further.
And I understand that. I get that. It's just he's 82 years old, so sometimes he doesn't, like, he's older, so he doesn't think about these things. And I mean, that's a little inappropriate. I mean, I'm sorry that I said those things about him, but, like, what if I took you to, like, volunteer at a senior citizen center and some lady was, like, touching you uncomfortably? I don't think that would go over well, and I wouldn't just brush it off. Is this lady your grandma that you would like? Because I would tell you if it was someone you're related to. If it's a random person.
I mean, I just think it's easier if we go our separate ways. I don't want to have to be put in that situation ever again.
Don't you feel like you're blaming him for something that he didn't do?
I mean, I'm not blaming him. I just don't ever want to be in that situation again.
Well, and look, and I get that. Like, here's the deal. I feel like we had a really good connection. I don't know. It's just, I don't want to give up on that. And I know that if I just talk to my grandpa and tell him he needs to just cool it and not be like that, just don't be so touchy-feely and just watch what he says, then I don't see why there would be a problem.
Nick, has your grandpa ever hit on any of your dates before?
Yeah.
No. I mean, not
that you know
I had
of.
the same girlfriend for 2 years. I mean, why have the same girlfriend for 2 years? I mean, she didn't hang out with him too much, but she never said anything.
Maybe that's why she left you, for Gramps, and you don't know it. Christine, would you go out with Nick again? We'll pay for a second date. Come on. Nick would love to see you again. I'm sure you can work out the grandpa situation. Look, he's an old guy, and old guys are creeps, all right? Mm-hmm. All of them, every single one. Every single old guy out there is a pervy creep. I can't wait to be one day.
Yeah.
So can you just maybe go out with Nick again and see if you guys can hang out and like each other and get past his grandpa hitting on you? I'm sure it can get better.
I just can't be around him ever again, and I don't know if there's any point in even going out on a second date if, it leads to anything else. There'll be weddings and babies, and I just don't want his grandpa around, and I don't want to put Nick in a bad spot.
You know how many of your bridesmaids he could hit on, though, if you guys are getting married?
So my friends
I just
can
want to
be
do a
subject
second
to
date.
it.
I'm not planning for a wedding.
Yeah.
Well, I am. I'm not getting younger. I don't want to waste my time.
So you're thinking about guys that you go out with, you're thinking about a future, and you don't see a future with Nick because his grandpa is a creepy old man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Wow.
So funny.
Well, Christine, thank you very much for your time. Nick, I'm sorry, no second date for you, man.
Well, thanks, guys.
But Christine, I would love to pay for a second date with you and Nick's grandpa if you're interested in that one.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You ever schedule a date with somebody and then show up and that person isn't there, so you just go out with someone else?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Never happened to me. But apparently it happened to Sean, who's on the phone for a second date update right now. Find out how that happened in just a second. But Sean, what's up, man? How are you?
Good. Thanks for taking my call. I'm curious what you guys think.
No problem. Thank you for your email. You had an interesting situation with your first date.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So it was a Tinder thing, and her name is Kate. We had a little flirty thing going as it happens up top, and then I offered to take her out, and she agreed. Mm-hmm. And I go to show up, and her roommate answers the door, and like, is Kate here? I'm here to pick her up. And she kind of just freezes a little and is just like, sorry, I'll be right back. And so she just shuts the door and leaves me kind of hanging there, and then comes back, kind of takes a deep breath, and she's like, yeah, a bit of a mix-up here. Kate's actually out with another guy.
Whoa, that's a lot of information. Why wouldn't you just, horrible roommate, why wouldn't you cover for her?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like, I was kind of mortified. And I was like, all right.
Wow. Yeah, what did you say to that?
Yeah, you don't really say much. I was kind of kicking my heels a little bit, just kind of like,
yeah, what do you do?
And she goes, I'm not up to anything. Maybe we could just hit the bar down the block or something.
Dude.
What?
And I'm like, no, I don't want this like a pity date or something. Like, she legitimately felt bad for me. Like, I was
She's like, oh, you should be dating somebody. I'll go out with you.
So I kind of reluctantly agreed.
Okay, but I mean, you were attracted to her, so you agreed, right?
Yeah, she was cute.
It's like a blind date, kind of.
Okay, well, what happened?
Well, we went to the bar and we had a few drinks, but she couldn't get off this, like, I'm so sorry. Oh, God, that's so awful. Like, I kind of really wanted to forget about it.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
Yeah, you're like, do you have to keep harping on it? Can we just hang out and you not remind me that I was just stood up?
Yeah.
You're drinking like cheers to you being so poorly stood up.
Oh, that is lonely.
Yeah. So I was doing what I could to kind of change the subject. And she would just go right back and be like, again, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's fine, you know. Yeah. And then she even said, I bet Kate's not having as much fun right now as she would be with you. Like, I'm sure the guy that she's out with is worse or something.
It's worse. I mean, I was going to say that's a nice compliment to be like, she was complimenting you, like, you're fun to hang out with. But if she put it that way, like, maybe that guy's worse than you. It would be hard to be worse than you, but maybe.
Like, you're pretty bad, but God, you should see what she drags home from Tinder.
Yeah, I mean, Kate is terrible taste.
Yeah, God, Kate. I mean, I thought that this woman was like, I don't know, maybe attracted to you, and that's why she offered. But it really, I mean, I think you're right. It really does sound like it was out of pure pity.
Well, it did get better from there. In another attempt to change the subject, I asked her if she wanted to play a game.
Oh.
And she perked up and she was like, sure. And I was like, all right, it's called Put It in the Hole.
I want to play that game.
It's on a first date.
Yeah.
Too.
And it's not a very complicated game. You just take whatever bar food is near you and you throw it in each other's mouths and you get a little further and further away.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And the people sitting around you hate you because they keep getting hit by pretzels in the head, but that's cool.
Hate is an understatement. We cleared the bar out.
All right. So it's just you and her playing Put It in the Hole in the bar.
Jesus, sounds so bad.
And just like screaming if you get it in the hole, like, yeah! Like you won the Super Bowl.
Right. It turned out to be like a totally like fun activity that we had because we were drinking and we were laughing and we were even like having a conversation about real things like while we were hurling food at each other.
Dude, that's cool.
And so, I mean, it turned into like we're having the time of our lives in this really weird way. So I got it in my head to make a move on her.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
The way you worded that sounds like it didn't go over well.
Well, I don't know. So she caught one, right? And I was like, I don't think that went in. Let me look. And so I approached her, and then when she let me look in, I kissed her.
Oh.
So you kissed her like gaping open mouth? When she wasn't expecting it?
Kissed her hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, her mouth hole. Yeah.
All right. Did she like that?
She did.
Awesome.
So the night goes on, it gets a little fuzzy, and she wants to go home, and I'm like, I gotta not try to like take her home at this point, even though it kind of goes against everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I took her home. There wasn't a kiss at the door, but we were laughing, and I was like, I should go. And the next day, I texted her once, and I called her once, and I heard like absolutely nothing. And I thought after a date like that, I would totally hear something.
Oh.
And I don't know if she was like felt like she was stepping on Kate's feet or like I don't. It's just so weird that a night like that, I'm just getting like ghost.
Do you think maybe the roommate like got mad at her for going out with you?
Well, that is the theory that I just said. So good job.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Note to self: pay attention more.
I don't know. Kate didn't care enough to even be there when you guys were supposed to be on a date. I don't think that she'd be that territorial.
Yeah, she sounded like she has great chemistry.
I don't know. I just see her, like, if the roommate came, saw you at the door, then said, hold on, I got to check, and then goes back. She obviously, I feel like, checked in with Kate somehow.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know for sure.
All right. Well, I'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Awesome.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Sean is on the phone, and he was supposed to go out with a girl named Kate, but that never happened. He showed up to Kate's apartment, and she was actually out on another date with a different dude. Yeah. So he ended up hanging out with her roommate. Sean, what's her name, by the way? We never got the roommate's name. Chelsea. Okay, so he ended up hanging out with Chelsea all night. He said that they had a really good date, but now she's not calling him back. Sean, have you thought about the possibility that maybe you got catfished?
Oh.
Wow, I didn't even think of
I
that.
have entertained that. It just doesn't add up to that, but I guess it's possible.
Like fake pictures and everything else, and then you show up and she acts like she's the roommate. I don't know why.
Right.
But
Really smart.
But why would she catfish you and then not call you back?
I don't know.
Like, that's pretty rude. You get stood up.
Yeah, she would have just not gone on the date if she wasn't interested, right?
Right. I mean, I don't get why to set up that whole sting and then do it this way,
Oh, weird.
Well, it's shrouded in mystery. Hopefully we can figure it out for you. I'm about to call. Chelsea's the one we're calling, not Kate, right?
Yeah, I never went out with Kate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just starting to get names confused now. That's more for me than for anybody else. All right, so I'm about to call Chelsea right now and find out why she's not calling you back. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, is this Chelsea?
this is she.
Hi, Chelsea. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, is this about my dry cleaning? Because I'm picking it up today, I promise.
Oh, my God. Chelsea.
No, it's not about your dry cleaning.
But suddenly I understand who you are because I'm the same person.
I will let them know though you're picking it up.
Yeah. You're not going to, though. Let's be honest.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who's this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
And we don't do dry cleaning, but we might start.
I'm confused. Did I win like a prize or something?
No, we actually do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and try to find out what happened. So we got an email about you from a dude named Sean.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I know Sean.
Yeah, he told us. He told us about how he actually was supposed to go on a date with your roommate.
Yeah. He showed up and I felt really bad. So I just said, like, we can go to a bar and hang out for a little.
Yeah.
You pity dated him, is what he said.
I mean, it wasn't like full on pity because, like, if I didn't want to hang, I wouldn't have. But, like, it's not like he had a date with me.
But did you enjoy hanging out with him, though? He thought that you guys had a great time and actually had a really good date, even though he wasn't supposed to be on a date with you.
Did he tell you, like, everything that happened, everything we talked about?
I mean, here's what he told us. He said that you guys hung out at the bar and you played a game called Put It in the Hole, where you try to throw things in each other's mouths. He told us that you kissed, and he said at the end of the night, you guys were laughing and having fun, and he thought it would be totally cool to hit you up again for another date, but he's tried to do that, and you haven't answered him.
Yeah. I mean, the game was, like, fun and all, but honestly, he doesn't seem really honest, and I'm kind of, like, skeptical if he was telling me the truth or not when we went out.
What do you think he was lying about?
Everything.
Whoa.
What?
He said, like, he's been struck by lightning 3 times.
Oh.
And, like, I don't even know anyone who's been struck once.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty rare.
I mean, but, like, I could let that slide. But then, like, right after, he said it happened around the time that he was roommates with Zac Efron, like, before Zac Efron got famous. And, like, hasn't Zac Efron been famous since he was, like, 12? Like, that just didn't make sense.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, there's
Weird.
definitely some flags flying up that say, like, compulsive liar.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's, like, more than... literally, the whole thing, I feel like, was a lie. He told me he, like, won the New York Marathon, but, like...
He won it.
was disqualified because he lost, like, that number that you wear when you're running, you know?
Oh, no.
He was running so fast it flew off.
All that running for nothing.
I mean, like, he is in really good shape, but, like, to win a marathon, like, wouldn't I have heard about it? Like, if I Googled him, would have seen that? Like,
Yeah,
You would
know?
think so. I know a dude like that who tells the tallest tales ever, and you're like, that did not happen.
But, like, that's not even the worst of it. I think the worst one was he told me he hooked up with, like, 2 Victoria's Secret models on Kendrick Lamar's private jet.
Oh, wow.
So he's roommates with Zac Efron. He's on Kendrick Lamar's private jet hooking up with Victoria's Secret models.
And that was the 3rd time he got hit by
But,
lightning.
Yeah.
but wait, hold
In the
on.
plane.
He's getting stood up by your roommate on a Tinder date.
Yeah.
Like,
That doesn't add
you're
up.
right. There's a lot of things that are missing here.
Totally lying.
Well, she's the one that called BS on it. Like, I came home and I told her, and I was like, did he tell you any of this? Like, did he send you a picture
of him like on a private jet or anything. And she was like, no, this guy is a liar. Don't talk to him ever again.
Huh.
Did you say anything to him on the date? Like, I like who you are without all these big lies. Like, you don't have to tell me this.
I didn't like outright tell him that he was lying because he does like the way he told the stories. I started to believe him because, like, what do I know? I don't know if it's not true or not. Like, maybe he really does have this crazy, extravagant life.
Who knows? Maybe we should ask because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, he's what?
He's on the other line and wants to talk to you. Unless Kendrick Lamar tried to call through, they might have taken his call. I don't know. Sean, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, my God.
I'm a little bummed out that you're kind of like questioning my integrity.
I mean, it's all of the things. Like, you're not that old. How could you have experienced all of this stuff?
Well, I don't know, but I have. I mean, getting hit by lightning 3 times in a row isn't exactly a bragging thing. And I have medical records. It says I've been lit up.
Been lit up. I mean, don't they say, like, once you get hit once, you have a greater chance of getting hit again? Isn't that what the step?
Well, you don't have to convince me that's true.
Aren't you, like, supposed to have marks on your body when you're hit by lightning? Like,
I must have passed through me in a way that just jolted all my organs for a second.
I'm having a hard time because you are believable, and you did stay on the phone through all of this. Like, if you were a big fat liar, I would think you would have hung up on us by now.
Like the Zac Efron thing, he was shooting in the area. I'm very good friends with his friend. He stayed at my place for a week. That does count as a roommate.
Okay, so Zac Efron slept on your couch for a week or something like that.
Yeah. And as far as the Victoria's Secret model thing, that really did happen. And I was on Kendrick Lamar's plane. Kendrick Lamar was not there, but I had to sign an NDA.
What?
Which means I shouldn't be even talking about it at all. On the radio, it's probably a huge no-no. But, like, I have pictures. I can't even show them. But it happened.
why do you have pictures of you hooking up?
Everyone has their phones out and stuff.
So people were filming you hook up with the Victoria's Secret models in Kendrick Lamar's plane?
Yeah, I didn't.
Just
to be clear, I didn't sleep with them. I just was hooking up with them and drinking champagne on the plane.
And hey, to be fair, Chelsea, if I was hooking up with Victoria's Secret models, I would also have pictures of it. That is a moment that you only get once in life.
All right. What about you riding across the country on horseback? What? Did that really happen?
Okay, that story is slightly different. Yeah, I rode across country on horseback, but what I didn't tell you is that I rode back as well. And I thought I was like, oh, I'm going to be bragging if I say I did a round trip.
Like one time riding across the country on horseback raises enough questions. Yeah, you don't need to add that you rode back. You can see how these stories sound pretty made up, though, right?
Look, you don't have to believe me on this, but they happened. I was there. I lived it.
You're pretty convincing.
And I actually believe the horseback thing. The one I have a problem with, Sean, is the marathon. You won the New York City Marathon.
One of the hardest.
I won in my division.
How fast did you run it?
Look, you don't have to grill me like I'm some sort of liar. I know the truth. I was there. You weren't there. So get off my job, okay?
What about you escaping the Mexican cartel? Did that really happen?
Wow.
You escaped the Mexican cartel.
Okay, El Chapo.
Oh, my God. All right. So, first of all, what I was doing down there, and I was a dumb kid, and I was trying to buy weed, and I got in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they took me for ransom. They take people for ransom. They call their families, and they're like, give me money, and we'll let them go.
Trying to buy weed, and then I round up in the middle of a huge coke deal between the cartels.
It happens. It's rampant down there.
I have heard.
And so I will tell you how I got out of there. It wasn't very fancy, but we basically became friends, all of us, and joked around and smoked and drank while they waited for their money. And they trusted me enough to go take a leak out on the back deck, and then I just hoofed it and ran.
Wow.
So you're either the most interesting man on the planet or you're the biggest liar we've ever met.
I am known for being the unluckiest and luckiest guy on the planet at the same time.
All right.
My
Well,
God.
Who knows you like that, though?
Chelsea, would you like to get to know Sean?
All of my friends.
Would you like for Sean to prove it to you? Would you go on a second date with Sean? We'll pay for it. Then you guys can sit down and he can bring the medical records of his lightning strike.
I honestly just don't know because, I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. Like, he's got answers to every question. Like,
I have answers to every question because they happened. It's real easy for me. Think about this. I've been going around telling people that I went on a Tinder date and that the date wasn't even there, but I took out her roommate. Like, that's already like...
Yeah, weird stuff happens to you, man.
You're an excellent liar, Sean.
Yeah.
I commend you.
Jubal's jealous.
Yeah. Chelsea, what do you think? Do you want to give Sean one more shot?
I do think I'm going to go on a date and see what happens.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. Sean, congratulations. You got a second date.
Yay.
Yeah, bring along your medical records and all that stuff.
Well, I don't know if I can get my hands on them by then, but I'll see.
Sure. Okay.
Really?
All right. Well,
Convenient.
hope your date goes well. And congratulations, Sean. Chelsea, thank you for your time, too.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know.
And Sean, the next time you go on Kendrick Lamar's private jet, invite, please.
Yeah, dude.
We don't actually talk anymore. It was his buddy's plane, so yeah.
Okay. All right. Sure.
All right,
Sounds legit. We'll see you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Taylor is on the phone for a second date update today, and if Taylor can't score a date with the dude that she wants to call, I'm pretty sure that I will be scheduling a man date with him.
Whoa,
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You like him already that much?
Sounds like he and I have similar interests. That's all I'm saying, because they met at the salon. I don't know what sort of service he was getting, but I spend a lot of my time in salons, and been looking for a bro to do it with me.
Well,
So
I will say your cuticles are top notch.
thank you very much. So Taylor, you've got some competition if you don't get a second date, okay?
Okay.
She sounds scared.
All right, your email says that you met the dude at the salon. Was he working there?
No. He was also getting a pedicure. We both were.
Oh, now I want to meet him even more. Even more.
Were you lucky enough to get a chair next to said man's chair?
Yes, we were sitting right next to each other.
Ooh, that's a lot of time to get to know somebody.
How did that happen? Did you guys did he show you something in his Us Weekly that he was checking out? Yeah. They always have Us Weeklies.
He was just sitting there. I found him attractive, so I initiated a conversation. I just told him, oh, I don't see a lot of guys in here.
Oh, okay.
And he said that he pampers himself, and once a month he gets a pedicure.
Really?
Then he said, maybe that's why I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, so he threw it out there. He wanted you to know immediately that he was single.
Yes. So then we got a little flirty with each other. He said that he liked my feet, and then I told him I like his lips.
What? Wait,
Oh, wow. Okay, so you went for by the way, that's the one place where I think it's okay when you're starting to flirt with someone to just be like, I like your feet. If you're getting a pedicure. In any other situation, it's creepy, for sure.
Yeah.
But you went straight to his lips. That's definitely going to tell him, hey, I'm down to kiss you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was.
Okay, I like
All
your
right.
style. So who asked who out?
He did. He invited me to his house for dinner.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That same night or?
That same night, but little did I know, I was the main course.
Whoa.
That got hot.
Now I'm
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I don't know. That went fast.
See,
We moved
suddenly
too fast.
every dude that's out there oh, real men don't get pedicures. Now they're all on the phone frantically trying to book an appointment.
I never understood that anyway. It's just your feet. Why wouldn't you want to have nice feet? Man or
Seriously.
women?
It seems weird to me.
And ladies love nice feet.
Yeah.
And dudes' feet are usually terrible. So even if your feet look
True.
halfway okay, they're like, wow, he takes care of himself. So anyway, back to the point. It sounds like you had a really nice date with him.
Yeah.
I definitely did. And the next morning, I said, do you want to go get some brunch? And he said he had a dentist appointment, which I'm not sure I believed.
Okay.
Why
wouldn't
didn't
you believe him?
Just the tone of voice, I guess. And yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want brunch. I have dentist appointment.
Yeah, not that exaggerated, but yeah.
He looked at a toothbrush, and that's the first thing that came to his head.
Yeah.
So how did you leave things then?
Well, we did both agree that we wanted another date, and I've been really busy recently, and I know he probably has too, but I've been trying to make time to see him, and he's not really calling me back. We have exchanged a couple texts. I just don't really feel like he's trying to, go on a second date. He's not putting in the effort that I am.
Weird.
Was there anything that made you feel like this was more than just one wild, crazy night?
I mean, when we were talking and having conversations, it turned out that we had a lot in common. So, I mean, I definitely would like to pursue this and get a little deeper than, a one-night stand.
Right.
I shouldn't say deeper.
Yeah, I know. I was trying so hard not to make a joke. Thank you for addressing it for me. That helped.
You're welcome.
He has been texting you, though.
Yeah, we've exchanged some text back and forth.
This one's strange to me because it's not like a big drunken night that just turned into a hookup.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys ever ate dinner, but I assume you had some sort of conversation other than just getting in.
Yeah, we ate a little.
Yeah. Like, take 2 bites and you're like, you know what? Screw this. And then you throw everything off the table. You're like, get over here. At least that's what happened on your date in my mind. Okay. But any idea why he doesn't want to see you again?
I really don't know. I mean, I don't think there was a problem in the bedroom area. But I hope that he doesn't think that I'm too easy because I just slept with him, on the first night.
And if he does, I'm sorry, he slept with you too. He's just as easy as you are.
I know, but you know how there's different standards for women.
Yeah, but I hate that. It makes me angry.
Oh, why? Because they just assume that then you sleep with everyone the first time you meet them. And guys do that.
Exactly. And lots of dudes are down to sleep with it. Dude, I walk down the street. Every time I pass somebody, I'm like, yeah, probably sleep with them. So dudes are worse, but then they judge you if you do it. So hopefully that's not the case. But we'll find out what it is. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, great.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Taylor is on the phone, and Taylor met the dude she wants to call today while she was getting a pedicure. He was also getting a pedicure next to her, and everybody knows where pedicures lead. The bedroom. They ended up having a one-night stand.
No.
It sounds like they didn't even make it to the bedroom, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a pretty classic story, Girl goes in for a pedicure, meets dude getting a pedicure, then they go back to his house, have all kinds of crazy fun all night, and then wake up in the morning, and he doesn't call her back. Just the classic story.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor, are you ready to call John and see why he won't agree to another date?
I am. I'm starting to get a little... I don't know. I'm not really sure about the whole situation and if I'm actually want to go on another date because I like him or if I'm just kind of like pissed at him at this point.
Well, is this your first one-night stand?
No.
So why do you think this one would be different than the others? I mean,
we were talking a lot and he's really fun. We had a lot in common. I mean, I think we could have something more than just a one-night stand.
Okay.
Like a 2-night stand.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, maybe one night, another night again.
Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can figure it out for you. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is John there?
Who's calling?
John, are you there?
Yeah, this is John.
Hey, John, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. Have you heard of that before?
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Well, what it is if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after your date, they'll email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. And we recently got an email about you.
About me?
Yeah, about you, Mr. Soft Toes.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you got great feet, man.
That's so creepy.
You got fabulous feet.
True, though.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just confused. Why are you talking about my feet?
Because they're smooth. And I like that about you. Because my feet are smooth as well. Because I get pedicures too.
Oh.
And the girl that reached out to us, her name is Taylor, and you met her while you're getting a pedicure.
Okay, man. That makes a lot more sense. I was kind of weirded out by you talking about my feet.
Yeah.
I like how it was only kind of, though. I mean, good on you.
Just a little.
Yeah.
So Taylor reached out to you guys about me?
Yeah, she did. She sent us an email because she's confused. She's been trying to schedule another date with you after you guys went out, but it seems like you don't want to see her again.
I mean, I don't know
what she told you guys.
Well, it sounds like you just went back to her place and went right to the fun.
Actually, guys, we went back to my place after the salon.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
But still, you guys had fun.
We did. We did have a nice evening together.
Okay. She was a bit more graphic about it.
Yeah,
She told us
she
everything.
was.
Everything, John.
God, even her laugh was more graphic about it.
She told you guys everything that went on?
Everything, dude. Every single detail.
That's why Jubal wants to get a hold of you.
What is it? I mean, I'm not so comfortable with someone sharing all my intimate stuff on the radio. What did she tell
but
you guys?
she just told us that you guys hooked up. But she says that it seems like you don't want to see her again. Is that true?
Okay. Wow, this is just getting stranger and stranger. After we hooked up, obviously I invited her to stay the evening at my place.
Right.
And she was like, oh, great, I'll go get my bag from the car. And I was like, cool. I don't know why she already pre-planned a bag. That's kind of strange. I mean, we literally just met. But, you know, I didn't question it. I just assumed maybe she had a change of clothes or like it was a gym bag or something.
Right. That's totally something that a lot of people have in their cars.
Right. That's what I thought. So anyway, she comes back into my place with this bag, and it's much larger than I expected. You know, again, I thought it was like a duffel bag or a backpack. You know, she comes in with what almost looks like a rolly suitcase type duffle bag. Like she's getting ready to go on like tour or like travel the hills of Europe or something. Anyway, she opens this bag and she takes out this mask.
Mask? Like
a mask.
It sounded like you said meth for a second. I was like, whoa.
No.
Mask.
That's what almost have been a more appropriate solution.
Really?
She pulls out this mask, M-A-S-K. And this thing is the scariest friggin' thing I've ever seen.
What is it? Like
it's a sleeping mask, but it looks like a Darth Vader mask. It looks like it's got tubes and it's got like these giant red bulgy eye holes that like will block out light, but like to the outside, you know, it looks like you're like a villain in a Batman movie.
Wait, red eye holes. That does sound like an evil mask.
Right. So she tells me before she puts the mask on, she's like, yeah, sometimes I have problems breathing in my sleep. This helps me. Also, if I don't breathe in the middle of the night, you know, you should call like 911 or something.
Oh, boy.
And now all of this is getting thrown on me, you know, literally minutes after we've just finished, you know. And then she puts the mask on, and it's exactly how I could imagine it. Like Darth Vader, she's breathing through these tubes, and it's the loudest, most annoying possible sound that could possibly come out of a sleeping mask. So I'm like laying there trying to sleep, and all I hear is
Come on, no, that's not her fault. She obviously
it's not her fault, but I mean, I have a horrid night's sleep. Like I get zero sleep. Not only that, I am freaked out by this mask.
That's scary.
Again, I really, really like Taylor, and we had a great evening together. But that was just that threw me off, man. So I mean, you guys can understand. I just think that it'd be better right now if I don't see her.
You obviously had an amazing chemistry. You got along really well.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It's just, I mean, you know, maybe I'm not describing it better. You really need to take a peep at this thing. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she told me, like, you know, I also like to wear it most hours of the day. I mean, that's all I would need.
Let's ask her, John. She's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. I mean, I don't know why I forgot to tell you that, but we should just ask her.
What?
Yeah, Taylor is actually on the line listening and wants to talk to you.
Like, on the phone, or she's just listening on the radio?
On the phone.
It's me.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Wow, Taylor, I am so sorry.
I don't understand why it's a problem because I explained everything to you that night. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's just a machine.
I mean, it was a scary machine that kept me awake all night. I didn't sleep at all.
Well, I'll tell you that you did sleep at some point because you snore extremely loudly.
Yeah. Okay, but Taylor, here's the thing. Like, I don't know what you wanted or expected me to do.
Oh, I am so sorry for you. Must that really difficult? Sleeping next to someone with a machine? What a hard life for a little baby.
I tell you what, it was hard. And, maybe a heads up would have been nice. I mean, am I supposed to be excited, that I'm sleeping next to the crypt keeper?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that you were going to be handling it this way. But since we're going that route, I wasn't going to tell you this, but your breath is horrifying. I mean, you have the most horrible morning breath. And you know what? While I'm on the subject, when was the last time you washed your sheets? Like, what decade was that?
Oh, Taylor, why would you even want to call a guy back that has dirty sheets? I'm sorry. That is like red flag to me.
That's like ruling out 90% of dudes.
Seriously. Well, you know what? Maybe we should. Okay?
And by the way, John, it's a sleep apnea machine. I have to use it in order to breathe.
It's just more that I wish we had talked about it before you just kind of like whipped it out. You know what I mean?
Don't know how many times people have said that in a second date update.
So when I was supposed to then say, oh, and by the way, I have a huge mask that I wear at night.
I think I would have appreciated that, honestly.
Really?
No, you
Why?
wouldn't.
Because you would have sent me home?
I don't know. You don't know I would have sent you home. I would have probably been able to mentally prepare myself before you pulled out the son of Krypton's mask from your black duffel bag.
It feels like you're bullying her over a medical device, is what it feels like.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say anything bad, but Darth Vader over there, John, doesn't really sit like you're not trying to say anything bad, you know?
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Okay, I understand how that sounded or how it came off, and I mean, honestly, Taylor, we don't know each other very well, but I'm just not that type of guy that's going to try and bash other people, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said those things.
John, would you like to go out with Taylor one more time on a second date? We'll pay for it.
No. Listen, no, I am not interested in that.
Yeah, but we haven't heard from John yet. John, would you like to go out on a second date with Taylor? We'll pay for it.
Well, after hearing what she...
No, John, I don't want to go on another date with you. You're a sleep shamer.
Sleep shamer.
A sleep shamer? What are you even talking about right now?
You shamed me for the way that I sleep.
It's not the way that you sleep. It's just the apparel that you wear while you sleep.
Yeah, I wasn't shaming how you sleep. You sleep on your back, and that's fine. But the other stuff, that's what I'm shaming you for.
It is to keep me alive at night.
It just bugged me, and I'm sorry.
All right. Well, Taylor, I'm sorry. No second date, but it sounds like that's fine with you.
Totally fine.
And John, I'm sorry that you were scarred by Taylor's sleep apnea mask.
Oh, get a grip.
Taylor, all I'm saying is that the next guy that you take home, just give them a heads up about the mask that you're going to pull out of your duffel bag at some point in their lives.
Okay, well, next time you bring someone home, you should probably warn them about the biohazard that is your sheet.
Josh is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Taryn. So in a second, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Josh, how long has it been since you heard from Taryn?
Oh, man, I think it's been like 6 days.
I love when they're at the exact number. You're feeling that person if you're saying it was 6 days. Did you try to reach out to her in that time?
I did. I tried sending text messages. I've only called her one time, because I don't want to seem like a creep.
Sure.
Right. But nothing, no response, no like on the text messages, so we have iPhones. So I mean, she used to have the red, settings on, but I don't know. She just took them off. I don't really know what's going on.
Well, what happened? Tell us about the date first.
All right. So long story short, we're on the same softball team. And, after practice last week, I offered to give her a ride home. And just so you know, guys, there's always been some sort of flirty tension. Like, she literally winked at me during batting practice. So I see her looking at me. We always lock eyes. We kind of laugh to each other and, always talking. Everything is going good. And so I told her we can hang at my place, have a beer, maybe chill a bit. And she said yes very quickly. So I took that as like a green light to, let's hang out at my place.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So my apartment isn't great right now. And I pretty much told her that. I gave her a full disclaimer. I literally told her, I said, hey, it's going to look like one of those post-apocalyptic episodes of Hoarders. I don't know if you guys have seen those shows.
No. Okay.
Yeah. So she said she didn't care. And quote unquote, I'm not precious, she said. And
precious. Oh, okay.
And so, it just, I don't know, it just was weird. Like, she came over, we were hanging out and all that good stuff. And I just don't get it. We were having a good time. And then she leaves and now I had getting no response from her. And we were laughing. It was like one of those random dates at my place. It wasn't planned. It wasn't like spontaneous. We just went over. I had a movie playing. I had chips and stuff. So everything seemed to be going really good. I just, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You don't know at all why she might be ghosting you?
I mean, I hope it's not like, my house, by the way, was a huge mess. I mean, if it's that.
You said that.
That would suck. But yeah, I mean, it just sucks because I really like her and I haven't told her that I like her yet. I know that she likes me as well,
Mm-hmm.
So
how do you know?
I mean, she came over to my place, usually we always go, with the team, to get some, a sports bar or something like that. Usually we see each other like in a group setting. But when I kind of just casually asked her, hey, want to go over to my place? And she said yes right away. I kind of thought at that moment, okay, I think this is going to maybe the next level, wherever this may be.
How messy was your place, though? You say that you warned her and you said post-apocalyptic, but are we talking about mold on things?
Whoa.
Like kitty litter on the floor?
Well, you guys, I warned her. I mean, I didn't.
That's not okay, Josh.
I wasn't like,
that's when you don't invite somebody to your house.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't like I told her, hey, come see my pristine loft. I didn't make it seem like it was all something else. But yeah, total frat house. I'm going to be honest with you. And she even, by the way, when she came in, she kind of looked around. And I said, I'm so sorry, I know it's a mess. And she said, no, don't worry. I appreciate your honesty. And she even joked about it. And she even told me how messy her car was.
Okay.
So now that I think about it, I did have a box of pizza out from last week.
I feel like this whole conversation started with the big red flag and you keep making it sound so sweet by saying, but I told her though, you can only get away with so much.
I mean, look, if it's my hideous apartment, everything pretty much messy everywhere, the pizza boxes and I had Gatorade bottles. If
that's
it's
pretty gross, Josh.
Then that's going to be horrible. That's going to be the worst of the worst. Why would she ghost me for that?
All right, well, we'll see if we can figure it out. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
All right, thanks, guys.
Right. We'll get your first date follow-up next.
Hey, it's us, the Jonas Brothers, and guess what? We have some big news.
What's the news, Nick?
Huge news. We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
Pretty wide range of podcasts that are out there. But this one's extra special.
So how did we actually come up with the name Hey Jonas, guys? I honestly don't remember.
I think it was on a call about what we should call it. And
we were thinking originally calling it one of the early names of our band before Jonas Brothers.
Mm-hmm. This is how you guys remember it going down?
Yes.
I have a very different memory of this. We were talking about a bit for the podcast where people could call in and say, Hey Jonas. And then I wrote down on my little notepad, Hey Jonas, and offered it up as a potential title for the podcast. But thanks for remembering that, guys.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen. We don't care where you hear it.
What did Black music, food, and culture teach us about who we were becoming?
2016 was sort of that last era of monoculture where we still consumed things in community.
From Beyonce and Rihanna.
Everybody wanted to be Beyonce.
I don't think we'll ever see another Rihanna.
To soul food, memory, identity, and the stories we carry through Black culture.
What does it mean to be Black and eat in America?
So we were this group of people who knew how to work the land, who knew how to live with the land.
We make it do what it do.
Therapy for Black Girls is bringing together the conversation shaping Black life right now.
You will never make me feel bad for being a Black girl, for being a Black American girl, ever.
Therapy for Black Girls is bringing it all to the mic. Listen to Therapy for Black Girls on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to Sabor a Fútbol, the sweet and the spicy on and off the field. I'm Daniela Duran, and this is where we get to know the people behind the game like never before. The pressure, the fame, and everything that happens when the cameras turn off. Enjoy conversations with guests like Marc Bartra.
¿Te gusta más, Víctor Valdés o Casillas? Claro que Iker Casillas, Puyol,
Baby, ¿qué?
En el Valencia.
Sí, en las tardes la verdad que siempre se forma en los pueblos, se juegan los partidos en las tardes, pero el sueño de ser futbolista ese la verdad que nunca.
Sharon Escobar, Pollo Briseño. ¿Andas o no con mi Ronaldo? Estás viral con eso, estás viral, estás viral.
Mandé un mensajito nada más de saludos.
Fede Pereira. Si tú dices, no puedo elegir, te los zampas.
Igual yo no soy tibio, pero...
Ándale,
yo me la
así
juego.
me gusta. Un aplauso.
Yo me la juego.
And many more. Listen to Sabor a Fútbol on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We're in the middle of your first date follow-up. If you're just joining us, Josh is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Taryn. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. Before we do that, though, Josh, why don't you catch us up on your situation again real quick?
Yeah, everything was going great. We went back to my place after practice. We had some lunch there. We were watching TV, and she just ghosted me. She left, and I think that, I don't know. I think it's the pizza boxes, guys. I don't know, maybe the Gatorade bottles. I don't know. It was messy. I told her that my place was a little messy. She said she liked my honesty, so that's where we're at.
Okay.
I'm an honest guy.
I hope you clean.
You know what I did?
Well, we'll see if that is it. Are you ready for us to call her?
Are you guys going to tell him on the phone or not, or just do I stay quiet?
Well, you can stay quiet at first. Eventually, we'll tell her.
All right. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Taryn, please?
This is she.
Taryn, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Taryn. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. How are you?
Wait, what is this?
It's a radio show called The Jubal Show.
I'm confused. I haven't, why are you calling me?
Well, we're calling you because we actually got an email about you.
Okay.
It's from somebody who listens to the show. And we do a segment on our show that's called the first date follow-up. That's where if you go on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to ask you why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you from somebody that you're not calling back.
I'm sorry. No, this isn't real, right? This is a joke? Are you guys joking?
No, it's not a joke.
Who are you ghosting?
Oh my God. Is it Josh?
Yes, it is Josh. Josh emailed us. He told us a little bit about your date, and he's confused. He said he really liked you, and he thought you were into him. He wants to know why you're ghosting him.
Honestly, if he really wants to know, I'm ghosting him because he's a mansplainer, an aggressive mansplainer. On the date, things would be, going fine, and he would literally pause what we're doing to explain something to me. And, not things that are, I don't know what they are. Oh, that might be interesting. But basic things. At one point we're making out and he literally paused to say, physical chemistry is just the result of electrical signals in the brain. And I'm like, why are you interrupting us making out to tell me about this? Read the room, dude.
Maybe he thought it was endearing.
Okay, well, then he explained to me the rules of softball. To me. I've played for 10 years, and I'm literally our team shortstop. I'm sorry, but, there's no excuse for this. He told me why the glove is shaped the way it is, I'm a freaking toddler.
Oh, okay.
Really?
He's hot, ridiculously hot, extremely freaking hot. That's why I was, kind of into him at first. And I tried to ignore it because he is really good looking, but it's once I spent time with him and everything was just mansplain this, mansplain that, I couldn't.
Hold up. Taryn?
Taryn, that's Josh. He's actually on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh, okay, God.
So because I know things and I wanted to share them with you, that's why you're ghosting me because I explain stuff? That's nerdy charm. I thought that was a cute thing. I thought you were into that stuff.
Nerdy charm? You literally stopped kissing me to break down why some people just click. Who does that?
That's kind of cute.
I was nervous. I thought you were smart. I thought you'd appreciate insight.
Yeah, insight is when someone offers you something you didn't already know, not when some dude explains how beer is carbonated like a plot twist.
Okay, well, maybe you could have just said something instead of just ignoring me like that, and then here I am calling the radio. Like I thought you were cool. Just man, you're just like all the rest.
Well, you know what? You're just like every guy who thinks being condescending is a personality trait. Look, Josh, you're hot, but that's not enough to sit through a freaking TED Talk every time I touch your arm.
Well, cool. Okay, I understand you now, and I don't date people who lie and ghost. So have fun being mediocre, Taryn. Have fun with that. Okay. I thought you were.
Lie? I didn't lie to you.
Yeah. You know what? This is just. I'm embarrassed, and you're just. So what do we do now? We just say hi at practice, like we ignore each other.
Taryn, would you like another date with Josh? We'll pay for it.
I would love another date.
No, I definitely
Josh, you
don't
just
need
called her
another
mediocre.
date with Josh. I'm good on that. And also, I'd just like to say, nobody's toilet should look like that. Like, get it together, Josh.
Oh, no. I had told you that my apartment was messy. Okay, you don't have to throw it out.
I was gonna let it slide at first, but now I'm not. It's really nasty. Like, you're a grown man. You need to figure that out.
Oh, you can't hold that against me. No, thank you. Nope.
Yeah, what do you guys do now for your games?
Just pretend you don't know each other. Get on another team.
I'm open to forgetting everything about. Like, I'm open to forgetting this ever happened, and I'm sorry, and it just sucks. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we were fine at practice before, so maybe things could just go back to the way they were.
Pretend like you never saw his toilet.
Oh, I'll never forget that.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
#1 hits, millions of records sold, awards, sold-out tours. You think the Jonas Brothers are satisfied? Nope. It's podcast time.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Hey Jonas is available now, and their first guest is a big one, Paul Rudd.
Steve Carell is a great singer.
Can he tell you not to audition for The Office or something?
I told him.
Whoa.
We were filming Anchorman. Clearly, I was the idiot. Thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from 2 Ts in a Pod. There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months. We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest. We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes. Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to 2 Ts in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Every family has its secrets. But what happens when you discover that your dad has been living a double life?
That is not the look of an innocent man. Is everyone lying to me about who they are?
I felt such desperation. I felt it was what I had to do.
Listen to Deep Cover The Family Man on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Happy Pride from the Outspoken Podcast Network. All month long and all year round, we're celebrating being loud, proud, and always original. It's me, Brandon Kyle Goodman, host of the podcast Tell Me Something Messy. Check out my show for unfiltered takes on dating, relationships, and adulting. Listen to High Key for the best pop culture takes, and There Are No Girls on the Internet for all your tech news. For your favorite celebrity kikis, check out Outlaws with T.S. Madison. Learn to love yourself unapologetically with BFF, Black Fat Femme. And start your day with intention with Waking Up with Ryan coming in July. Celebrate Pride with the Outspoken Network. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Pride, and listen now.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Is
at least 2 months.
Really?
A couple months, I'd say.
Couple months?
So no one's ever
Make
met my
sure they're
parents.
going to stick around for
I
a
like
little while.
first date.
All right.
What?
Yep, first date.
You don't even talk to your parents, barely.
That's true. Yeah, they usually find out I could be married one day, and they'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is your wife. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, nice
I
to meet
forgot
you."
to invite you to the
Yeah.
wedding.
Ooh, yeah. Should have told you about that. Well, we've got George on the line with us right now. He emailed us about a date he went on with Danielle, and that's exactly what happened. He met Danielle's parents. First date.
First date? For
First
real,
date.
George?
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
What's up, man?
What?
Yeah, my friend at work hooked me up with this girl, and I went to pick her up, and her parents actually answered the door. It wasn't even her.
Oh, she lives with her parents.
Yeah. It caught me off guard, but, I mean, they were super nice, and, you know, it wasn't as weird as, you know, it sounds, but...
Did you have a long conversation with the parents? Did they invite you in? You had a cup of tea?
Yeah, actually, I mean, they sat me down, they got me something to drink, but they were just asking a lot about me. It kind of felt like one of those...
What are your intentions with my daughter, boy?
Wow.
Did he pull out a rifle and set it across his lap and tell you what would happen if you mistreated her?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. They were very nice and super kind.
Why is she living at home still?
She says that it's easy to save money, and, I mean, it's convenient. She actually didn't really go too much into detail about it, which I guess is kind of the weird part.
Lydia's the only one in the room like, well, yeah, that seems normal.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I moved out 2 blocks away.
So after you met the parents, you guys ended up going out, right? How was the date?
I decided to take her to the zoo, which went super well. We were there for about 2 hours. We hung out, we talked for a while, and I thought we hit it off pretty well. She actually invited me back to her house afterward.
That's weird.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was to, like, hang out with her, you know, like, separate from everybody, but she actually invited me to spend more time with her family, with her parents, and, like, play board games and stuff.
Oh, my gosh.
That's kind of weird.
Are you sure you didn't go out with Lydia?
This is
really,
exactly
like,
Lydia.
It was kind of bizarre. It was kind of bizarre. But, I mean, I went and we hung out, and we actually played board games for like 2 hours together.
That's so weird to me.
Here's a strange thing to me, George. After all this, you want another date.
Right, yeah. I mean, she's very wholesome in a way.
Yeah.
I kind of find it attractive. And, yeah, I thought the date went super well, but she won't call me back at all.
George, let me ask you, when you call her, do you have to call a landline and ask her parent, like, hey, can Danielle come out and play?
She's got a cell phone.
She has her own cell phone. Did you end up kissing her or anything? Like, how'd you leave everything with her?
We actually didn't even get a chance to kiss because on my way out, like, her parents and even her little brother kind of ushered me out, and they all were, like, standing on the porch, even waving goodbye to me. It was kind of weird.
How old is this girl?
She's 25.
Yeah.
I feel like you were on a date with the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. Somehow we traveled back in time and went on a date in 1952.
Oh, my gosh.
That's so weird. So they all walked you to the door and then stood out on the patio and said, what a nice boy. I like him.
How is she not Wow.
So how many times have you tried to contact her? How long has it been?
It's been about 2 weeks, and I've called a few times. Like I said, I didn't want to push too hard, but it's been about 2 weeks since I talked to her last.
And you haven't heard anything back?
Nothing.
Okay. Maybe she's put on punishment. Maybe she didn't do some chores.
Oh, she's grounded?
Took the phone away.
Yeah.
Could happen. All right. We're going to play a song, come back, get your second date update, okay?
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, man. Hold on for a second.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you'd like a second date update, all you have to do is email us, brookeandjubal@moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back. On the phone with us right now is George, who wants us to call Danielle. They met through a friend, a coworker. Mm-hmm. He went to Michelle's house to pick her up, and her parents answered the door because she lives with her parents. Mm-hmm. They went out for a date for a little while. Then she said, let's go back to my house and play board games with my whole family. So they did that. He didn't get a kiss when he left because the whole family walked him to the door, stood outside, and waved goodbye. And she isn't answering any of his calls. Does that pretty much sum it up, George?
Yep, that's exactly it.
George, if you start dating this girl, are the parents going to be an issue for you? Or are you cool with someone that's that close to their family?
I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm not necessarily sure exactly why I'm not getting a phone call back.
All right, we'll find out. I'm going to call her right now, okay?
All right.
Hello?
Hey, is Danielle there?
This is Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Nice. I'm calling you today because somebody sent us an email about you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Have you heard our show very much? Do you listen?
I'm not allowed to listen to that show.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what we do. We do this thing on our show called the Second Date Update. It's when somebody goes out on a date with someone they like, and they're not getting a call back. They email us to see if we can get a hold of them to find out why. So George, a guy you recently went out on a date with, emailed us about you.
Oh.
He says that he really liked you. He enjoyed going out with you, spending time with you and the whole fam. And he's been trying to get a hold of you for like 2 weeks now, but not hearing anything back. Did you not like George?
I don't know. I don't think it's, my family doesn't think it's a really good idea.
Your family doesn't?
I mean, there was just some things that I didn't notice, but they noticed, which I'm really lucky that they noticed, and I just don't think it's a good idea.
What did they notice, if you don't mind telling us?
We spent some time together as a family with him, and my dad caught him staring at my mother's cleavage while we were playing board games.
What? That is absolutely not true.
Oh, my God. That is so awesome.
Sweet.
Danielle, I forgot to tell you that George is actually on the other line and heard everything that you just said.
Oh, my gosh. That's really, really creepy.
That is total bull.
Oh, George.
Look, I believe my dad. My dad wouldn't lie.
What did your dad say to you? Did he just bring it up, say, like, you can't go out with him again?
He said that you were creepy, and but it made it so uncomfortable.
I did everything possible to make them comfortable about the entire situation. What are you talking about?
I'm just being honest. I mean, look, you seem like a nice person, but I just think you kind of made us feel a little uncomfortable.
I don't understand. You and I were having a great time. I don't understand why your parents even have an opinion on this.
They're really nice people, so they didn't really feel that comfortable with you, and that made me feel really uncomfortable. And now you're making me feel really uncomfortable. You're making a.
I was uncomfortable the whole time. I was playing it on for you. I was dealing with that for you. And are you serious?
Danielle?
You're dealing with that? That's my family.
Yeah. Danielle, let me just say this. I know you don't listen very much, but I'm on your side. I'm really close to my family and everything like that.
You are such a liar. He's lying to you now, Danielle.
I think that it's rude that George would come over there and then gawk at your mother's cleavage the whole time.
Danielle.
You definitely did that, because that's not something my dad would make up. And now I feel like you really don't like my family now. I feel like that came out.
Yeah. So, George, you weren't staring at her mom's cleavage?
I was absolutely not. I might have glanced once or twice. But absolutely not the case. She was wearing a super low-cut shirt. She should have been wearing that in the first place. I wasn't staring. It wasn't my fault. You can't miss that.
That's a good point.
If a woman is dressed like a little bit revealing at all, a guy's going to look no matter what.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I feel set up. I feel like that whole situation was a setup for me.
Well, then you probably shouldn't go out with me then if you feel that way. It sounds like you're not happy either.
What else am I supposed to say at this point?
Wow, that's a really negative thing to say. I'm really glad that we're not going out again.
Oh, man.
Gosh, Danielle.
This is like a crash and burn.
Well, at this point, Danielle.
So weird.
I would like to ask you if you'd be interested in going out with George again. We'll pay for a second date.
No.
We'll pay for it.
No.
Oh, that's too bad, George. They usually end up looking like their moms.
Danielle, I'll pay for the whole family.
Oh, wow.
Like you, your mom, dad, brother, like everybody. We can all go out and take George out to dinner.
It's family style.
But my family would be really upset they knew I was talking to you guys on the phone.
Oh, that's right. She's not even on the listen
That's right.
to us.
You're not. All right, then, Danielle. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Tell your parents I said hi.
Oh, yeah. And tell your mom to keep wearing those shirts if Jubal comes over.
Keep those things out.
Ew. You guys are gross.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
It's important to be a good friend.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, that friend ruins your chance at getting some action. Then you should cut them out of your life. That's what I think. And in today's second date update, that's exactly what it sounds like happened to Jay, who's on the phone right now. Jay wants to call a girl named Michelle, and she's not calling him back after one of his friends apparently ruined his date.
Uh-oh.
How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing all right now, guys.
Why don't you tell us what happened?
Well, I met Michelle online. Okay. So I saw her profile, and her profile did stand out to me a little bit because, like, she just came off as so, I don't know, down to earth and that.
Willing? Oh, down to earth. Okay, sorry. I thought you were going willing on that one, but
he's like, that's what I go for.
That's what I usually look for in a woman.
Dude, it's actually kind of refreshing to hear a guy say that her profile stood out not because of how much boob she had in the picture.
Yeah, it's like because I like the fact that she had like a lot of pictures with her family, But the truth is, she also had a really nice set of boobs too. So I can't
She had
deny
everything that you were looking for.
Just when my faith
The
was
whole
renewed.
package.
So she seems like she's normal. She seems like a nice girl. So I messaged her, and she messaged me back, and we kind of hit it off. And we messaged back and forth for a couple of weeks, and we set up a date finally.
Cool.
Now, what'd you do on the date? Your email said that your friend actually ruined it for you.
Well, it was a first date, so we decided to do just something like, low pressure, casual, just to meet up for drinks at a bar after work.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like getting ready to go and meet her, and then one of my coworkers, who's a friend as well, he comes and tells me like this awful story about how he just got dumped by his girlfriend.
Okay, so you guys are at work and he's giving you a sob story?
Yeah, I mean, he was actually pretty devastated. Like, he was like crying and stuff.
Oh, poor guy.
So you're like, hey, yeah, your story's cool and everything, but I got a date right now with a girl who will hopefully be my girlfriend. Yeah. You're standing in my way.
Well, there's definitely a part of me that was thinking that, but I couldn't leave him. I mean, he was literally crying. I just couldn't just like bail on him. So I was like panicking a little bit. I'm like, what am I going to do? I can't abandon him. So I texted Michelle and I asked her, listen, my friend, he just got dumped. Is it okay if I bring him along?
Oh, why wouldn't you just reschedule with her?
Yeah,
that seems
wasn't smart.
No kidding.
Looking back, maybe, but it's just like our schedules were like so conflicting for so long. It's taken me 2 weeks just for us to get together. So I really wanted this to happen. And I just thought this, like, he would come along, we would have a few drinks, and we would be able to just like break away, and like he would go home, and that would be fine,
Right. Was she cool about you bringing him along?
She said, yeah. So we went up and we met and we all had some drinks. And every time I thought we were going to break away and pull the cord and...
Ditch the single loser. Get rid of that chump.
Get rid of the third wheel.
Yeah.
Just like he was, he just kept breaking down. Like we could not, it's horrible to say it, we just couldn't shake him.
So he was like
sucks.
crying when you guys were out drinking.
He was sobbing, yeah.
Oh,
at this point he was kind of like this whimperish sobbing. I mean, what do you do?
That's awkward. Was she trying to comfort him too?
She was just trying not to say anything that would make things worse.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
she doesn't know the guy, so she was just trying to say, just be all neutral and just be like, it's going to be okay. And
I guess you'd probably get points because you look like a really caring friend, which is always a positive. But were you ever able to just talk to her?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, after, 2 hours, she was pretty much kind of like, she just said, I got to get going. She needed to go. And I was like, all right.
So I'm guessing your date ended with a passionate kiss right in front of this guy. No?
He sort of cries more.
It was like the awkward kind of like shoulder bump hug thing. It was just a polite hug goodbye.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And have you heard from her since the date?
Well, what I did was when I finally got home that night, I sent her a text asking her if we could try it again. Just hit the reboot button, reset button, and just try it again, just the two of us this time.
Yeah.
And she texted back that she didn't think it was going to work out or it was a good idea.
Oh,
really? That sucks.
I mean, that's kind of messed up, though. If she's blaming you for...
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an ideal situation, I get it, but you think that she'd give you another chance.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah, I thought she would kind of see the whole thing that I was trying to do the right thing for my friend. And I even texted her asking her, like, is there a reason why? Like, if she could just, at least tell me why. But she never even texted me back after that.
So that's all you've heard from her. I don't think it's going to work out.
Right. Yeah, that was the last thing I heard from her. And she never got back to me. And now I'm like, man, I spent 2 weeks. We really connected online. We had the chemistry. And it's like I just blew it.
Have you murdered your coworker yet?
Well, it's like his girlfriend dumping him, kind of ruined 2 relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
No
You two can cry together now at your cubicles at work.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to. That's the thing. I really don't want to. I really want to make this work.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and then get your second date update, all right?
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'm actually surprised that the guy that's on the phone to do a second date update today isn't getting a call back because normally uncontrollable crying on a first date always works for me. But then again, it usually happens in the bedroom, and they never made it to the bedroom. They were just in a bar. So you should have had your date in a bedroom, Jay, and it might have worked out better for you.
I'll try to keep that in mind for next time.
good.
I appreciate the advice.
If you're just tuning in and don't know what I'm talking about, Jay went out with a girl named Michelle that he met online. The only problem was right before he was about to go on his date, a coworker friend of his came up to him and said that his girlfriend left him. And he was like in tears and everything else. And so Jay was like, all right, well, you can come along with me. He asked the girl if it was okay to bring the dude. She was like, sure. And I think Jay was hoping that the guy would eventually get lost. But instead, he spent 2 hours with them on Jay's first date with this girl, crying and sobbing and just talking about how his life was over because his relationship ended. And she hasn't talked to Jay since, except for telling him that it's not going to work out. All right, Jay, you ready to get her on the phone?
Yes, definitely.
Maybe she just realized that relationships aren't worth it and it's better to be single than put yourself through that heartache.
Or maybe she got his number instead of yours and they've been seeing each other ever since. She felt bad for him.
That'd be a smooth move by that guy if he could get a date after crying for 2 hours.
That sounds like the greatest scheme ever. If he did that, I'd let him have her.
You'd actually commend him for it. All right, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Michelle, please?
This is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal, like the radio show?
Yeah, just like that. How are you?
Well, I'm much better now. What are you guys doing calling me?
Nothing, just calling people that you listen to the show. That's cool. We're just calling to check in with people, see how they're doing.
It's part of our service.
Yeah, right.
I'm actually calling you because somebody emailed us about you.
Oh, God. Tell me this is not a freaking second date update.
I'd love to do that, but it is a second date update.
Oh, God.
And you recently went out with a guy named Jay.
Oh, my God. You're calling me about Jay?
Yes, I am. Jay emailed us and told us about your date. Said that it was really awkward because his coworker came along. And then after the date, he texted you like, hey, I'm sorry about that. We should try it again. And you texted him back that you weren't interested.
Yeah, that's... I can't believe that he told you all that.
Well, he obviously liked you a lot and wants to see you again. Yeah. So what's the reason that you told him it wouldn't possibly work?
Well, he told you how the friend came along, right?
Yes, he did. He said his coworker showed up and cried pretty much the whole time.
Yeah. Is that not enough?
So is that the only reason that you're not calling him back, because of his coworker?
No, the coworker cried the whole time, and to comfort him, he started saying horrible things about the girl. I mean, she wasn't even there to defend herself, and he's like, well, you know, she was kind of fat, so you can do better. I mean,
wow.
I was there.
He was trash-talking his coworker's ex?
Yes. He was like, oh, you can do better. I mean, she has a nice set of boobs, but that's all.
And he was saying this in front of you, and what were you doing?
I was like, yeah, I hope it gets better for you. There's more out there.
But can't you give him, I mean, you could throw him a bone on that one. It's not like you've never comforted a girlfriend by talking about what a loser her ex was.
Bro talk.
On a date?
I wouldn't say that.
Circumstances were bad.
I wouldn't say that in front of another girl. I'd be like, oh, dude, she's a waste.
Saying horrible, like she had man hands, you don't want her. I mean... And then the part where I was like, okay, I need to leave is when they started asking me for friends, because the best way to get over someone is to get under someone else.
So he was asking if you had any friends that his buddy could hook up with.
Hey, can you call somebody and get them here right away?
Oh, my God.
So that maybe he can sleep with someone?
Really?
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to see you later.
He actually asked you if you had a friend that would sleep with him.
Yes. And could I get them on the phone right now?
Oh, my God.
What was your response to that?
I was horrified and disgusted, and I tried to extricate myself from the situation and said I need to leave.
Was there, like, anything enjoyable about the date?
I mean, it was funny on the outside. I'm glad I wasn't, emotionally involved at that point.
Did you ever for once think about a friend, you're like, oh, I bet you she'd do it, and then almost call them?
No.
No, not at all.
Can't even go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, I know that it sounds like you're a listener to the show, and I don't know how many second date updates you listen to, but maybe you forgot that Jay is actually on the other line listening right now.
No, I figured that was coming. I'm glad that he got to hear all that.
Oh, okay. Jay?
Well, you know.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Pretty harsh recap, Jay.
Listening to what she just said, I can't believe she's like saying this kind of stuff.
I can't believe that I was on the first date with you and you solicited one of my friends for sex.
Or tried to.
No, that's not what I did. That's not what I did. I was consoling my friend. That's what I was doing. It's called consoling your friend.
The way you went about it was not in a nice way. You have to know your audience, and I was there. It wasn't just the guys talking. And I'm glad that I got to see that side of you before I ventured in on a real date. So,
well, wait, haven't you ever had a friend who just got dumped? I mean, haven't you ever broken up with the guy?
Yes, and we go get ice cream, and we watch a sad movie, and I say, oh, sweetie, it'll get better. There are better ones out there.
Just wait a minute, though. But, like, you're telling me you've never had, and you don't know any of your friends who've ever had a casual, just a hookup after breaking up just to feel better about themselves? You tell me.
You might end up doing that, but you don't go on a first date and ask your date to help you on that venture.
I was just trying to, like, get you involved so you didn't feel left out. That's all.
You were trying well. I did not feel left out, so thank you.
Don't you just want to maybe apologize, though, and just say the timing was bad?
No. I mean, this is like, we got to be realistic. She knows what's going on out there. I mean, don't be such a prude.
Okay, well, you're being a jackass, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. We're not made for each other. Great. And you were just a jackass, so I hope nobody goes out with you ever again. Yay.
Well, this would be a perfect time for me to ask. Michelle, would you like to go on a second date with Jay?
It's never the perfect time. Let me think. No.
No. Are you sure?
I'm very sure. Thanks so much.
Okay. Michelle, do you have a friend who's a little loose on the moral side that would want to go out with him?
Well, you guys seem very loose on the moral side. Why don't you jump on in there?
All right.
She has a
Hey,
point.
Jay, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, but it is like you just went through a breakup, and I will sleep with you to help you feel better.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to have to say that that's a no.
Oh, that's too bad.
You just got rejected.
I just got turned down, too. Everybody's getting turned down, and nobody's getting laid over it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Quick word of advice for all the gentlemen out there dating. If you're out on a date, do not badmouth women the whole time. And then ask your date if she has a friend who's pretty easy and would hook up with one of your friends.
Isn't it weird that you
I
have
shouldn't
to
have
actually
to say
say
that.
Yeah.
I should not have to say that, but unfortunately I do. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm talking about today's second date update. This guy, Jay, wanted us to call a girl, Michelle, that he went out on a date with. The problem with his date was that right before he was going on it, one of his buddies that he works with came up to him pretty much sobbing, heartbroken. He had just broken up with his girlfriend, and it's like right before he was leaving. So he asked his date, hey, can I bring my coworker along? He'll just be there for a little while, and then he'll go on his way, but he's having a tough time. And she was cool about it. She was like, sure, bring him along. Yeah. Well, it turns out, after we got her on the phone and she told us the story, that during that time, while they were trying to console his coworker, he actually was just like bad-mouthing the guy's ex-girlfriend, like saying horrible things about her in front of this girl, and then also stopped to ask the girl that he was on a date with if she had a friend who was, you know, easy enough and willing to sleep with this dude in order to help him get over his girlfriend. Like, hey, you know the best way to get over somebody is to hook up with somebody, right? So do you have any friends out there who might just, you can call them up right now, they'll come over to the restaurant, they can go to the bathroom real quick and get things done?
And I like
surprisingly, she didn't like that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a look into what could happen if they ever broke up or anything, or how he handles his own relationships, you
Not
know?
at all.
He's going to call her fat and everything.
Right. He didn't understand why she didn't want to go out with him again. But a lot of people texting in at 78592 understand exactly why she didn't want to go out with him again. Remember, if you want to go out with somebody, if you've been out with somebody and they haven't called you back, just email the show, Brooke and Jubal at moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back.